Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back into the Mr. Cat Season 2 playoffs. We are here with Game 3 between Clutch Gamers and Warriors Gaming Unity. Winner of this one will move on. A loser goes down to the lower bracket. So far, it's been a pretty great series. Of course, Warriors Gaming having to really work hard for that first game. Game number 2 taken pretty easily by Clutch Gamers off some mistakes of Warriors Gaming Unity. Trent, I'd say this game has lived up to its hype so far. What do you think?
Yeah, for sure. We were expecting a 3-game series and hoping for one, and so we will receive it. And well, personally, as a Crystal Maiden spammer, pretty happy to see 3 straight games of CM. Not gonna lie, love this hero.
Rubik and Slaughter as well.
Yeah, those ones not quite as surprising, I'll say, but I mean CM, gotta love her. Lone Druid does slip through for the first time though. Not going to be banned out in the first phase like our previous 2 games, and so Clutch Gamers may have found themselves the easy path to victory here. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I think this is going to be interesting for sure, what they combo it up with.
10 seconds remaining.
Armel having a great game on that OD in game number 2. I think Warriors Gaming Unity could either think about banning that out or perhaps picking something that's good against OD, which there's not much. But
they got to ban the Centaur, I think, for sure.
Yeah, I think so as well. Stampede really saved them in that game.
Yeah, it's too good with Lone Druid as well.
Yep. We discussed this yesterday, I believe.
Yeah.
The same exact thing.
It's just a little bit too strong. The other thing is if they do go back to that OD, I have to say that was a pretty good OD game considering he had the movement enabler, which is very important, I think, for ODs. But he didn't have like that bloodlust or something. Like whenever you have an OD, you almost always have an ogre or someone who is a strong aura for you. But I guess the Stampede was enough. He's one of those heroes who needs like a little bit of help to be super strong, right? You don't want to have like just 4 staff and always be fighting and stuff. But he got a lot of help that game just from the general Stampedes and the overall control from support Slardar. What a hero.
10 seconds remaining.
And what we felt was a good draft from Warriors Gaming Unity as well. Kind of
5 seconds
floundered,
remaining.
I guess, up against the draft that was Clutch Gamers. And obviously there was a lot of mistakes there too.
Dire team
from pretty much every hero, I think. Nana especially. I mean, maybe not Nana. It was more.
It was like a team. It was mostly just like teamwork and team like finding that right plan seemed to be the biggest problem. Trying to figure out when we could all fight as a unit. How are we best going to use these early RPs? And it felt like they were never initiating.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I think it all started with that early dive underneath that tier 1 tower, where both, I think it was,
reserve time.
I want to say Afu and Ajit. No, it was Afu and Ben, I believe, that both fell there.
Well, and then the other big dive on the tier 2 was super painful.
Yeah, I mean, it just, there was some instances where you kind of thought to yourself, why did you need to make that play, you know? Why did you have to put yourself in that position where you were actively getting punished by TPs? And it seemed a bit dysynergistic, if that's even a word. I don't think it is, but who cares at this point?
Got to shape up. They gotta figure out game 3. I mean, game 1, they looked damn fine.
They did. Again, in game 1, there were some mistakes here and there, but Warriors Gaming Unity, they clearly felt like the better team throughout the majority of it. And Clutch Gamers in game number 2, they really just punished Warriors Gaming for making some mistakes is really what it comes down to. So now, getting through the draft, Centaur was banned, as you had previously mentioned, Warriors Gaming Unity making sure that's taken out of the pool. The Axe, which Hana played in game number 1 to such great lengths, has also been taken out of that pool. Lifestealer, again, taken out for Clutch Gamers. Nana's Tinker as well, taken out with not the 5th ban, but the 2nd or 3rd ban this time, excuse me. So some interesting heroes still available.
Yeah.
And a lot of signature heroes still up and ready to go if need be.
I know they like... Okay, this is interesting. I was going to say they like their bounty, but I don't think they want to pick it into Slardar, which is probably the only reason they don't, because he offers a lot of the same stuff as a Centaur Warrunner, kind of funnily enough, because he gives you that track all around the fight and allows Lone Druid to use that bonus movement speed to, again, just continue kiting and being extremely obnoxious. And then you also have the Arcane Aura, which really helps Bounty Hunter in its early game, but Pudge, equally strong, and this kind of harkens back to that whole idea of like the crazy high ground defense they had before that almost won them game number 1, the Ember Spirit and the comeback potential through there. And now with a Pudge and a Lone Druid, they could really use one more hero to be up in your face kind of a style coming out from that offlaner, even something as like not often picked as like a Tidehunter perhaps.
Yeah, I like that idea. It's so weird how Tide is just how long CD heroes are just
so dead,
so out of the meta. Tide especially. I mean, there's some other heroes that have fairly significant CDs that are still picked from time to time, but they're not necessarily picked for their long CDs, like Enigma, for example. More picks for pushing potential and carrying Greaves around, but
Keeper of
it's
the
a Keeper of the Light for Warriors Game of Unity, and one way to
Dire
deal
team
with
pick.
some split push, have the Keeper of the Light. You might see something like the Keeper of the Light PL type combination we used to see back in the day. You never know.
That's a really strong pick here. I actually like an Abaddon now. I think Abaddon would be super strong for clutch because you can use the shield to
10
purge off the
seconds
blind
remaining.
from the Coddle. You can purge off the Corrosive Haze, and Lone Druid does not
5
want to build
seconds
Manta,
remaining.
so he has no natural way to get rid of this blind, and that just makes him completely useless for vast majorities of the fight. But I
Reserve
also don't
time.
think clutch are Abaddon pickers.
Try
But
to-
if they were, this would be the game.
Well, I don't think, at least in the past like 40 games, I don't think I've seen a Keeper of the Light for Warriors Gaming, so you never know, man. You really never know. Bat Rider.
Radiant
Bat Rider
team
instead.
pick.
So that's what they'll go for. No Aquatic Shield for you, Trent.
No, this is a tough game for a Bat Rider. Have to fight into the vision of a Slardar and
Mana
a
Leak
Keeper of the
as
Light.
well. It's not easy.
If he ever gets Aghanims, like initiating is gonna be very difficult for this Bat Rider.
10 seconds
An
remaining.
interesting choice for both teams, really.
It's like they're prepping
5
for high ground
seconds
already.
remaining.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Reserve time.
We'll see what they pick next. What do they grab with this Bat Rider? How often do they play Bat Rider? Not very. apparently.
Slug.
Nice pick, of course. I mean, what other Bat Rider carries were left? The counters. The Lifestealer was banned out. Jug was still in the pool, so they could have done that. But it'll just be the most classic of them all, the Slark.
That's one way to do it. Also very good at picking off somebody like a CM.
Or
Lone
catching
Druid.
up to the
10
Lone Druid, too,
seconds
yeah.
remaining.
I think Slark
Very
is a very
strong.
good pick here.
5
And what are they
seconds
looking for
remaining.
now? They're mid, I suppose, for Warriors Gaming, and probably Clutch's
Radiant
mid as
team
well.
ban.
I would say they can send the Lone Druid mid, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think you put the Lone Druid safe lane and decide who you're going to send mid.
The problem right now is OD still left in the pool, so it's like maybe we could ban OD and take Magnus, and we can do that again. We
10
could take an
seconds
Ember Spirit for
remaining.
ourselves potentially.
Well, Warriors Gaming has the next pick, so
5
Yeah, I guess I would
seconds
just be worried
remaining.
about like, I mean, if they want OD, I don't think OD is that good with their draft,
no.
so they would have to ban it
Reserve
out, I
time.
think, because they can't pick like Magnus into OD and stuff like that without running into the same problems as last game.
I mean, what other good bans? Shadow Fiend, I guess, has been picked up a lot, and Clutch might want to go down that road, although I don't know if you want that type of lineup when you have the Lone Druid already, but
I think SF's kind of fine for either team, actually.
yeah. So it's kind of one of those two heroes, I think, OD or SF probably. I'd be surprised to see any other ban, considering what we just talked about. OD especially.
I think Sniper's also very strong for WG.
Yeah.
But
Radiant team pick.
They can go
So.
for it. Sniper's not terrible against OD either, but
no, yeah, that's the thing. Sniper like counters OD, so maybe they don't want to. Then again, OD's also just super obnoxious, so.
especially after last game. No Outworld Devour, Warriors giving you
10
the 25
seconds
seconds left in
remaining.
reserve time, and of course the rest of the normal time to go to decide what do they want to pick and put in
5
mid.
seconds
Or
I
remaining.
like the Magnus. I hope they haven't lost faith in it. I think it's still good. Combos up well with the Slark.
Reserve time.
I think it's still okay.
I would like to see it. I really would like to see it, and I agree with you. They shouldn't have, it's the Ember
All
Spirit.
right.
Okay.
I think
Dire
Mag or
team
Ember were the
pick.
two picks. One or the other.
Now
So
the question
that
remains,
denies it
Clutch.
away from Aramel as well, which is really nice.
Mhm. What do you pick here for Clutch though against this Ember Spirit? Or do you just
I mean, we could just go like
seconds
SF and you have a fun time again. We saw that before, but I mean that was with
5
a
seconds
mega head start
remaining.
in the original game.
yeah, that
game
Ember
number
Spirit
1.
got crushed with the 12 Necromastery stacks. It's not even
Reserve
fair.
time.
Guys are Alk pickers. It's kind of okay here.
Is that I haven't seen Alchemist that much, especially in
He's
this tournament.
like, he's weird against Ember, right? Because it's one of those matchups where your damage is physical, so it doesn't burn away the Flame Guard, but at the same time, Flame Guard doesn't prevent any of the acid, so you're just like a super annoyed mid melee laner. He would also bulk up pretty heavily, and he'll be in the middle of those engagements. He can actually fight up and allow Lone Druid to have some more space. He doesn't have any burst damage
10
though, and more
seconds
burst would really
remaining.
help with a Bat Rider. So yeah, it'll just be SF.
SF again.
We dig all deep trying to find these other secondary heroes. That's just Ember SF.
It's like, well, it was right on the surface, but
I mean, that's what you do though. You
like-
talk about the other options that are there, and you think about it. But
it's like us going into the lore of the shopkeepers when really they're two shopkeeping brothers that dang.
Well, now there's another pause though. We can check out the other brother. Are they brothers too? The other shopkeepers? See, I don't
think
actually know
I
this.
think, well, they look very. Ah, wow! I
They're,
didn't know
they're
guy.
very
the
Mongolian.
The dire one looks very. I didn't know he looked the way that he does, and I wish I could look at him. With showcase mode.
Oh yeah, the radiant guy's the classic shopkeeper. Like this
Yes.
guy, I recognize quite
he's
handily.
in the trailers, and he's like, yeah, let me show you my wares.
No, this is Genghis Khan over here. Oh, nice. We'll have a chance to.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do it.
Oh, dude, I got the.
Oh, I got it. We're in.
I'm in. Dude, look at this guy.
Look at this
that
guy.
beard. That is like a super long Fu Manchu.
He's got a.
Damn, look at that helmet.
That's a scythe, isn't it? He's got scythe.
He's got like a scythe with like, it's like a cool scythe with like a satyr head.
Yeah. It's nifty. I wonder where he lives.
I guess it is, yeah. It's just the same scythe.
The
like a
other
two-tier
shop
scythe.
is so much better. He's got carpets he can sleep on over here. This guy's living the dream.
Got the Persian rugs for sale, man.
Yeah, this he's like remember the opening of Aladdin? Robin Williams plays that like
Oh,
the
yeah,
traveling camel guy. It's like this guy.
Yeah, dude.
That's what he reminds me of. That's a deep reference for all of you 90s kids out there.
Well, don't worry, guys. Once we get into the next game, we'll check out the other shopkeepers who are not brothers. The side shop guys. I mean, now they're the secret shops, really.
I didn't even. Oh, this guy's in the comic. This one guy, the guy in the Radiant one, the Radiant.
Yeah,
side.
yeah. He hangs out in one of the comics. Wow, I'm glad we're getting all this important information today.
Slacks
This is
would
the
be
power
so
of
proud
Mr.
of us.
Cat. He's busy doing prequel memes.
Which, by the way, you're all welcome for that. He didn't know any prequel memes until he came over to the Moonduck house. We started playing Dota, and I just kept shouting something like, "I'm the Senate," or "It's treason," then just random ass shit. So you're all welcome for that.
Well, here we go. Pauses are over. Horn has blown. Bounty runes are gathered. I only see 3. Oh, there we go. They're just holding that one for
Took half a second for
Nana.
Nana to grab it.
Whoa, this is a cool looking ember. He's all dark and shit. Dope.
Now we're gonna look at him. Oh, he's got the that's not really Fu Manchu. It's just a full beard, but anyway.
All right, this SF starts with no souls. This will be a lot better for the Ember Spirit this time. Of course, it was Aramel on the SF in the previous.
+3 instead of the plus like 26 he had. Look at that Flynn guard.
Oh,
already
Fly
going to work
Soul.
with
Give
his
him that
team.
rot.
Give him the rot. Where's your Flynn guard now? Got him.
Oh,
Not
God,
as
that's
strong
so not fun.
as him. Yeah, how do you deal with
Welcome
that?
to mid lane.
It seems really difficult to deal with. Did he start with
I hope
boots,
Fly
too?
Soul denies this. I really thought he was going to go up there for it.
This is just like, if you ever want to annoy some pubs, pick Pudge, buy booze, run at mid with Rot. Usually.
Pretty great stuff, honestly. Totally free. And yeah, so that allows him to take Necromastery level 1 easily, and he's already up to 5 souls.
Alpine will take an Illuminate to the face in the top lane. He has had some good lanes today. I think he's going to have another good lane in this top lane. But here comes Fly Solo, trying to run at X-Nova. X-Nova's pretty speedy without boots because he's a keeper of the light. Then we'll also run at him. Some auto attacks. Trying to pull. Might get this pull off. Very close. Oh, he just missed it. Wow, that sucks.
Gets a range creep. It's kind of nice. I'll at least deny it from LD.
Yeah. Anyway, Ajit down bottom. Interesting
Typical.
matchup. Has a stick. Should.
The most classic of Bat Rider lanes. Having to be against the ever obnoxious Slark.
Just dark packs off all of the freaking stacks. He only had like 3 on him, but.
Yeah, no real kill potential. Basically, as a Bat Rider in this lane, you want to try and pull the creeps and then just bully the support if you can. And like ideally, you want to push the wave under tower, and then while Ajit's dealing with that, you want to try and focus down the support if you can. But that's a very difficult thing to do, and you also just want to make sure you're guaranteeing your own farm here for Rappy.
Already, Ajit was being aggressive, just trying to get some Essence shift stacks early on in the game. Meanwhile, Ben top lane forces the Slithering Crush. Now the Frostbite from Boombox is going to come out. The Rock gets the Slithering Crush again from Ben, and Fly Solo.
Got the hook.
Hook, not going to hit. Hits the creep instead, and X-Nova, instead of turning and attacking, he'll run smartly away as he was probably going to die. It's Shrine time, Trey.
Mid lane, Armel, nope, not gonna find it. He was giving him the walk.
Oh, yeah?
He's just spamming these raises though. He's got 2 regen right now from the CM aura. That'll soon be increased. She's already 3 in there.
Ana
Pops
going
it in.
I don't know if this is the play. Ana. Oh, he's doing a lot of damage, actually. Oh, that juke was pretty sick, but I think he's dead anyways. Yep, Ana gets first blood. Bat Rider against Rubik. No way to deal with it, really. And
Great
that's
play.
Tranquil's at a win lace. So
That's what you gotta do. These lanes as Bat Rider, you gotta abuse that solo support. If they're only gonna commit 1 to you, it doesn't matter if they pick this Juggernaut, Lifestealer, or Slark hero that you can't kill. You gotta bully that support. I mean, you're so strong. You're the offlaner. You know, you got nerfed, but you're still Bat Rider. You kick ass. There's a reason you were 99.6% ban rate forever.
God, that takes me back to worst times. I hated seeing Bat Rider every game. It gets so obnoxious at some point in time, and you're just like, that's enough of that. But this game, that's a pretty interesting kill that he's gotten. Now he's got a good lane going for himself, and that's the trade-off when you have the support top with the Silva support bottom for Warriors Unity. So I think for the first time in this series, we have Clutch Gamers getting off to somewhat of a quick start.
Yeah, you're right. It's always been these big leads opening up for Warriors Gaming, and they're finally saying, no, not this time.
Oh, Boombox, pick your dead, buddy. Illuminate. See you later.
Peace. Oh, yeah, he just got absolutely destroyed. All the life of a Crystal Maiden sometimes. A little bit too deep there. Don't have any vision over here, so they're never quite sure who's dipping in these low grounds. And
leads me to the question, have you been watching Boombox's jungle? Like, has it been any better? It doesn't seem like it. He's only level 3, but maybe I'm wrong about that.
It's a little busier this time. It's pretty good. I mean, it's only 4 minutes in, and he just died, and he's still level 3.5, so this is definitely going better than his previous 2 games.
All right, fair enough.
Finds a D ward just before it expires, so he'll get the rebate on his sentry, can cover this area for a decent duration, but some, oh, no pull here from X-Nova. Now Boombox can also grab up this troll and bring it over and get the
Bottom
freeze.
with a DD rune looking for a hook, and Aji needs to be careful. Come on, Fly Solo, I believe in you.
Oh, top, they're going to steal his stater.
He hit it. Aji heads to the jungle. Fly Solo's time has made that much more miserable. Root onto Ben, the Frostbite comes out, but nothing doing. Sheets, sticky napalm. Fly Solo's just like, please come back. Put yourself in a good position. I want to hook you so badly. Probably prefer the Rubik, to be fair. But
I don't know, Ajit's pretty low. He's eyeing up that level 6. This is where Slarks always get a little bit risky, you know? They're like, just 2 more creeps, and then it'll be fine. I'll have my ult. And then they die. It's great.
Oh, I don't know if that was intentional. He has no money currently. I think he bought something on the courier, I would hope.
Yeah, it was probably a deny. I mean, it's still faster, even at 25 seconds, than going home. So, it was probably intentional. The creep way, I think they were dead? Were they dead? Yeah.
Something. I don't know, I didn't see that.
Something happened there. Oh, it was these guys. Well, who knows?
Hook, Ajit, swift dodge. Level 6 is up. He's got the Shadow Dance ready. Fly Solo trying to get in range for a rot, but again, nothing doing there. Because he has the Wind Lace now. Almost level 4. But if this here chains onto Armel, Nana going toe-to-toe, but the Frostbite will come out. He does not have his Remnant, and that is a dead Ember Spirit.
Welcome back to lane. Nice to see you again.
Enjoy your trip
I missed
back.
you, dude.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
no vision either. Nothing to help him out there. Rough game. This feels like Armel's Ember Spirit game earlier.
Yeah.
25 last hits to 40. Dear God.
This must be very satisfying, too, for Armel. Just be like, yeah, that was me. I hated that life. You know that's coming with an Ember, though.
Ana, Telekinesis. They have another bounce in 15, but you see Hook coming in. And Fly Solo says, I will help my friend out. It's so good. The defensive hook is like, oh my God, it's just a good hero right now.
Like Earth Spirit before he was broken. I mean, before he was not super broken. Or, you know what the hell I'm saying. When he was still mega broken, and he could just pull all the time.
Yes.
I can't believe that was a thing, actually.
And it's remembering Pudge how he used to be with level 1 measly like hook range. Awful.
Oh, yeah. Now he's a real lad.
He almost got that hook out of Ember Spirit. That was so close.
Middle tower has
Fly Solo hitting the tickler, but only getting the creep.
Wow, this looks like game number 1 for Warriors Gaming. When they had the 3 top on the net worth, they had this crazy farm Shadow Fiend who was about 2,000 ahead of an Ember. It's like identical.
Is Warriors Gaming going to pull it back then with one big team fight or something, or a couple big team fights? The answer to that question is probably not. But we've seen stranger things happen before, I guess.
Well, let's talk about their game plan, right? So they have an actual core Slardar for once. That's kind of crazy. So he should have an earlier Blink Dagger than usual. And then X-Nova did a great job of being greedy on the Rubik in the previous game, where he had all these insane items up relatively early. And he'll have to do that again here with the Keeper of the Light. That Aghanim Scepter is just going to be so strong. Like, Shadow Fiend initiations with typically Shadow Blade going to be scattered out because you'll have Aghanims and then the gem up as well. And the Bat Rider initiations too. Like Vision will certainly be king, and they have a combination of Keeper of the Light and Slark. So they can not only de-ward you obnoxiously before you have gem and this Aghanim Scepter, but after that, it's just like hopeless. You're never gonna find vision anywhere on this map if they can just hold out on WG.
That's the big question though. Can they hold out? Can they
And
find the
Rappy.
space?
You bought drums? Oh, what year
Yeah.
is it? Okay.
Yeah.
This makes sense though. The early blink's not going to do anything compared to the drums. Like drums will do all the exact same stuff. It'll allow you to push a little bit faster here too. You can try and punish this Slark because you know he has no items right now.
Radiant's
He's a
bottom
Slark. He has to wait till he's Shadow Blade before he does stuff.
God, these 3
Dire's
heroes
top
pushing
tower
now.
is under attack.
The right click of a wet noodle.
Radiant's
It's working though.
top
They got the drums.
They have a huge creep wave. This is really the biggest thing that we're in through.
Dire's
Whip's gone.
structures
Meanwhile,
are
top lane
fortified.
Opping is getting ganked by Ajit. He's fine. And we'll probably see some sort of trade here, or at least an attempt at a trade.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
All right, so they clear that out, but they've used the Firefly for it. So now it's highly unlikely you can go top. And
So it
this
will
is
be
yeah, this is a good Warriors gaming trade. This is favorable for them.
They need some.
They
finally
need to
have
go
the
tier
Shadow.
2 with the Lone Druid bottom.
Yeah.
That's the play for sure.
They have a double damage route on the Shadow Flame as well.
They have a held skill point on Nana's, or on Rappy as well, rather. So, then we do have a lasso available if needed. Yeah, he'll take it now.
Radiant's
This is where the trade becomes slightly less favorable. Is when you lose your tier 2 tower for essentially nothing.
Radiant structures are
And,
fortified.
well, the TP's coming in. They'll smoke it. They'll attempt to fight this. Ana's very far up here. TP's going to be coming in. Druid. That first should be ready. Hana caught. There's
Nice
the bounce. And break will come out. Telekinesis, illuminate, done. See you later. Hook. Wow, that narrowly catches on Ben. He'll fall. He's got an all-flaner for an all-flaner trade for now. They're trying to chase after Afu. They can't find him. Tower is still alive bottom. Will they continue to pressure is the question. Ajit filing back up.
Don't want to get too greedy here.
This is kind of similar to what we saw last game from Warriors Gaming. Nana walking up, being a little far forward, trying to bait something out here with the Remnant. Really wants that Veil. He's supposed to do it. Ace is coming out. They got the Frostbite into the
Oh my
hook.
God.
Fly solo. Dismember's there. Remnant away, but Nana is now out of mana, and now this becomes a little bit more difficult. X-Nova has his Chakra Magic up in 2, but the push will be stopped. And just some harass.
Oh, good thing he didn't get that Dismember off. That could have been his death.
Even with
Couple
shift key, I think
raises.
it's impossible if you just spam out your activate fire button.
Yeah. Well, he was rooted, but it just ended in time. He had the CM thing on it. Blessed Ice Frog fixing, saving Crystal Maiden in this patch. She almost
they
went down the
need that.
tubes. Then he nerfed Ember. Haha.
They really needed that Frostbite. The route change in general was godlike for them.
Crystal Maiden now the answer to all spirits.
Yes.
Glorious Crystal Maiden.
Screw your spirit, your freaking Storm Spirit Ball Lightning. Screw your Fire Remnants.
He's also a greedier support who can buy Glimmer against Earth Spirit.
You're like a door-to-door salesman trying to sell people on CM, and it's really just like I think somebody in chat is maybe feeling it, but other people not so much, myself included. They kill X-Nova bottom with Hana getting a solo kill with the Firefly, and they will find Ajit potentially, and he is very much dead.
That's a let it go moment. You let that go.
Yeah.
You killed that Slark for sure.
He's just like, I'm gonna be all right. I have my Shadow Dance. I'm dead. See you later.
Oh, fly solo.
Frostbite, hook, another remnant. He had another one ready. Now slated for Siri Chains to stop them from going any further, but the deed is already done. They've killed the Slark. They've killed the Tier 1 tower.
That was greedy to go for the hook damage.
Has fallen.
They're just trying to, at least Dismember will give you a chance. Like ally damage, but
He was kind of far, wasn't he? Yeah, maybe not.
I don't know. I feel like he hit the walk distance. It would have been close, but I mean, there's no way you get the kill if you keep doing this hook combo thing that they've done twice now, and Ember still gets away. But either way,
I didn't know if he had that second activate Fire Remnant, or Fire Remnant up, I should say. Surprised. Blink Dagger for Hana, dear lord. Clutch Gamers are... We have yet to see that one fight where Warriors Gaming did, you know, they lost a fight and they lost like 4K gold. That's just not happened yet for Clutch Gamers, and it looks like the way they're playing, it's not going to happen. Is they are going to get together. It looks like they smoke up potentially here. They have one coming out on the courier right now. Either head into Roche or probably just find the entire enemy team. Veil is up for the Ember Spirit, a much-needed item at this point in time to take a fight against Clutch Gamers. Let's see what happens next.
yeah, he really needs that level 10 before you want to go too crazy.
Oh, that hook. Blink Lasso. Good Slithering Crush. That might save his life here. Frostbite, Sleight of Fist. They have to dismember.
Oh, the triple remnant
with the Veil on top. Not only that, the Requiem coming up, but a little too late. It's a Death Requiem. Fly solo. He'll fall next. As I say it.
Did you order a fight?
That one big fight where it turns around, it happens. I honestly, it's just one fight. It's not the end of the world. But I swear, if this game goes like game 2, I would be shocked. Wow.
Well, that's a big one. I mean, Afu gets all the gold, so not exactly ideal, as it's really X-Nova who you want that Skrill on right now, but he's farming neutrals. He's doing his thing. That Aghanim Scepter, I seriously can't understate how important it's going to be this game. Like, look how disgusting it is. I am stressing it to the maximum. I mean, it's so good. The blind up against the Shadow Fiend and the Lone Druid. The blast, just like the additional effect of it, being able to force away this Pudge. And then the overall vision given up against the Bat Rider. You, like, deny out half the time of the game by making them completely useless during daytime. Gotta get it.
I'm with you, man. Listen,
Gotta get that.
You don't have to sell me on
I'm selling it.
You don't have to sell me on AC
Bye,
or
bye,
the
bye.
Aghanim Scepter. This is mad money. Bye, bye. No, listen. I get it. I understand, dude. I'm with you.
Oh, is Ben about to be debated by these creeps?
I think he might be.
Oh, Armel. Oh.
He might.
Don't go crazy,
on
guys.
Armel. This is a huge
Oh,
bait
yo.
on Armel.
Oh, they
Nana.
pinged. They know from this ward.
No. They did Slither Impression's not there in time. Ben is like, you are on your own. See ya.
Nah, they need to let this go. It's way too low.
Is under attack.
All right, well.
Radiant's bottom tower
That's not
has
great.
fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Anywho.
Roche time for CG.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna get that on the mind
We
next.
haven't talked about Obbing. He's going Maelstrom. So he's foregoing the Dragonlance for now. The good old Maelstrom build. The Lone Druid. That's what he's picking up next.
Yeah, I don't think the range is that important for him this game.
Clear, especially against the Codwall, I feel like, yeah, absolutely. Split pushing.
Yeah, more in need at the current moment.
Tower is under attack.
Ooh, Ajit. Pounce. Fly solo. They don't see him.
I like how he like throws a flame break anyway. Just like simpler times.
Won't cancel your TP, but I got you. Fly solo is very out of position, and he might not even get.
He's on the hunt.
He is hunting. Little does he know he is the hunted. No deny potential available, and now for Clutch Gamers, it's time to back the hell up. I'm surprised they didn't take Roche after you talked about that kill on Nana.
And that's the thing, right? Because you see that that kill, and you're just like, all right. I mean, it's just a Pudge. It's no big deal, but that's some gold Slark's way. He's a Shadow Blade now. That's 25 full seconds where they can't posture around Roche and get anything done. And it kind of kills your momentum here. And Ajit, I mean, unlikely to get him here.
Oh, Hana. Pull the trigger, man. X-Nova's probably dead.
It's a Slark anyway, though. 'Cause it's just gonna.
Yeah, he could have dark acted it. But I still like it. I feel like Hana was trying to bait some there. I don't know what happened. Anyway, they killed the Keeper of the Light, and now they can maybe go Roche or push top. One of the two. Anyway. All right.
I like the top push. I think that's the play. They can get a ward on the shrine. It's being pinged out here, but they don't have any.
What is this? Ultimate Orb for Shadow Fiend. Well.
It's probably he needs Manta because the. Oh, okay. He's gonna get Silver
I
Edge.
forgot about Silver Edge. Yeah, I'm dumb.
I thought he would actually just get a Manta for the Coddle, but he'll just go for the straight BKB instead. Also fully acceptable.
Warriors Gaming on this high ground, sitting and kind of posturing themselves. No detection that I can see. There's a sentry here, but over towards this area, not so much. Ajit now will be spotted. Jump in, Slither crushes onto two. They have the Savage Roar as well. Ajit pops the Shadow Dance, now jumps in. Boombox again, but it's not enough for that freezing field. Dusted up from Afu. Warriors Gaming taking the fight. Requiem stolen. Afu doing some work. Now Ajit low, shrined up, ready to get back in there. Fade Bolt takes down the bear. Obbing and Armel have to back up and away. Armel, Silver Edge up at 13. He's got some tick charges if he needs them. X-Nova walking a little too close, but here comes Nana. Sleight of fist searing chains coming out. The Dark Pact, the pounce is there, and it will be 3 down all day. Warriors Gaming Unity turning around yet again.
Uh-oh.
Yes, indeed.
That's not good. They had this nice ward up top, too. They thought it would be enough, but still like you're backed into this corner, and it's not really like where do you go?
I don't know.
It's definitely a good lead-off crush from Ben too. Just like getting the thick of things.
Yeah, that crush was solid. They had some time to react. They had the sentry which spotted out the Slark when he started coming over in this general area. But that was a very good smoke play from Warriors Gaming, showing their skill. But I don't. It's just like every time, man. I'm like, oh, Clutch Gamers have a great lead. All of a sudden, that fight goes poorly.
It is still relatively high, I suppose.
Yeah,
Like
what
4K.
is it? 4K?
It's like 3,400, I think, right now, according to the bottom measurement. So,
Yeah.
actually, it's a little more than that. It's like
You know what we need
4,200.
is Buka's thingy. I need to have it on my screen.
That's right.
I need to have that.
Got to get that installed. Gotta ring him up.
Oh, look
That's
at it. Look at it. Trent, look at what it is.
Time. It's game over. GG.
All right, everybody. Now you
It's
don't.
fun
Trent,
while it lasted.
Trent doesn't have to sell you on this. You can just look and see what it does when he actually starts using it.
And look at his next cube, gem. Got to get that. But I mean, we got the
Night Stalker.
4 minutes coming up of nighttime, so not quite as exciting. But the map mobility you get from this thing, it's like you guys thought Coddle Naga was annoying. Coddle Ember with an Aghanim Scepter, nonstop. Nana's all over the place. He's got bots too.
remnants, bots away.
He's
pull back
literally
recall.
everywhere. This is where he is all the time.
this is my home now, and there's nothing
Like you know
can do
those
about
things
it.
you learn about in physics that occupy every single space all the time. That's him. He's
like
that.
how
He's
they're
that
occupying on here.
Occupadoed. And look at
I
that. Gets an Aghanims. Kill.
By the way, I never took physics. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I forget what it is because I was not a
Dyer's top
physics
tower
student.
is under attack.
But
I
there
took
was something.
forensics instead. The real class.
That's stupid. I cut open a frog. Yeah.
Go you. All right, some wards placed down. Sentry right in that vicinity, so they walk over there.
Dyer's middle tower
Pretty good
is under
understanding.
attack.
Somehow this tier 1 tower is still alive, by the way. I guess you don't have the best pushing
Oh yeah.
potential
Look
with
at
Warriors.
that. Well, they've been on the back foot too.
Yeah.
They've kind of been letting Clutch come to them and preying on them every
Dyer's top
time.
tower is under attack.
They're like the Sarlacc pit, which was
Tank
not
reference,
featured
my
in the
friend.
prequels, I don't think.
Would you say that Clutch Gamers have the high ground?
I would say,
Dyer's top tower
I would say
has
it's
fallen.
Warriors Gaming who had the
Okay.
high ground. Ah, you tried. You
That's
had it.
freezing then. Memes. Anyway. Hopping.
Ooh, that was
Nada.
close.
Ooh.
Holy.
Gee, almost
That
had
was
that.
scary close.
Yeah, it really was. So, Clutch Gamers have determined to probably play a bit safer since the last team fight they lost. Making their moves feel very involved, making sure they kind of cover their asses as best they can. But the gem is up. X-Nova's got it.
They have 30 seconds till Firefly's back, and then they need to smoke, and they need to kill, and they need to take Roche. That is almost assuredly their game plan. I can't imagine what else they'd be thinking right now.
They want to do it during the nighttime, is what I'm assuming.
Yish.
See, that's actually a Rubik smoke move stuff. Smoke is up for Boombox. He's got it ready to go. They're still in a good position here. Again, we talked about the lead. It's now down to about 3,000, almost 2,000 at this point. Clutch Gamers slowly but surely losing ground here as the split push continues. The Ember Spirit, the good old I'm everywhere build, and he's now even more everywhere with the Blink Dagger. This is not easy. And they will start making moves here. No smoke used just yet for Warriors Gaming. However, they are in a very good position to do so. They'll sit mid, push this back out. Clutch Gamers are going to group together. This might be the time for the smoke. Perhaps they'll wait for the Shadow Fiend, who he can just Silver Edge. He's fine. Pick up the bounty instead.
WG just need to knock it ahead of themselves and wait till daytime. Don't even try and push this tower. Like,
It's
what's
time
the
for
point?
them to back. I think
See where they're staying? They're not even trying. Like, you could be a coddle up here and you're blasting this and you're thinking this is the play, but no, that's not the play.
I
You
still
wait
even
till
think
daytime.
where they are right now is a bit out of. I kind of surprised.
All right, they're
CG
a
right
little
now.
crazy.
They went up high ground here. They are
Oh,
trying
God.
to fight. Hook misses on Nada. He's still going to get caught. Lasso's going to be to the frostbite. They blow him away with the raise, and as well as the freezing field. Ben will be the third to fall. Finally, Clutch Gamers get it back going, and guess what? They ping Roche immediately. We're going to take this. Give me the Aegis.
One more minute, guys. Thought it would have taken.
Yeah,
they even had
went a little
scan
far.
too.
You were like praising them for not moving up there, and then they moved the opposite direction. You're just like, okay. What are you gonna do?
That's actually so brutal. They had 1 minute. That's all they had to wait and try and hold, but it was a nice movement from CG. They finally did their little smoke play. They used the last bit of nighttime available. Perfect timing from them. And it easily secures them Roche and the most important kill on the map in that Ember, I would say. I guess Slark would also be nice, but I feel like a Bing is about to get like way out of control. Like whenever he's dead, the map just sinks in every single lane so much more.
He's gonna have a hyperstorm soon. He's actually about to have it. And the attack speed becomes even much more difficult to deal with.
Oh yeah, for Bing. Oh yeah, I wasn't saying a Bing.
Recipe that I don't see. Might be on the courier. Yeah, it is. So static shield is ready to go. Mjolnir. All right, man. Well, Warriors Gaming, despite losing that fight, have had some time to continue to farm. That fight does net Clutch Gamers about 2,000 to 3,000 gold back their way. They have now picked up a Lincoln Sphere for the Slark. It is daytime. It is go time, then, perhaps, for Warriors Gaming. Although they would have to fight into an Aegis if they do.
And a 10-second BKB from this SF. So they gotta get this BKB out and back the hell up.
This is not an easy daytime for Warriors Gaming. I have to be careful here.
We're gonna smoke with their superior vision.
It is ridiculous. It is a Night Stalker, essentially, on a horse. Just as fast, really.
Wow, imagine if Night Stalker had a horse. That would be a pretty scary-looking horse.
Yeah, I was going to say, that'd be frightening as all hell. I don't think I would ever want to see that. What kind of horse would we be riding? Maybe, I don't know.
Armel maybe getting a bit too cocky here. They do have that gem.
Oh, that Searing Chase coming out. Still, the Requiem is there. Ben already having to expend his Slither Crush, and they just back. Illuminate, though, healing him up a fair bit. Armel pops the BKB. Ben just still on the run. Another auto attack will do the job. Good Searing Chase coming out. Hook. Not going to connect, but Nada in trouble. Fire Remnants above and out of the Roche pit to the opposite end. They're split up pretty heavily now. They're going to chase on the other side. Afu, an easier kill.
Oh, the miss.
Break. Somehow the miss doesn't actually... That somehow doesn't kill him. It should have probably, but... Miss is going to come out. So it's a 1-for-1, actually, which I think favors Warriors Gaming.
Yeah, for sure. Fighting that Aegis. Oh, thank you. And Nana's top splitting.
Yep. See what they do here. Clutch Gaming going to work on this tier 2 tower. I'm not the damage. They're helping out as well. And this tier 2 is probably dead. Blinding Light. Not. Yeah, they have to back. The power of Blinding Light.
Wow. Get out of here. I mean, healing up that range creep. Be empowered, friend. Go forth.
Ooh, this is dangerous.
They have a gem on Bat still, I think. Oh, no, they lost it.
They lost it, didn't they?
Because Slark killed them, so that's no bueno.
Fly Solo.
Probably in Fountain, I'm guessing.
Fly Solo. Lasso, they will find the Emperor Spirit, the Blinding Light. The urn, that'll do the job. Ben comes in a little bit too late. Freezing Field canceled by Boombox, realizing that everyone's running. Did some damage. Flies back on the Ember Spirit. That hook onto that freaking Column. Ben gets blown away. Requiem stolen nicely. Savage Roar, Jet picked up. Now Nana coming back in. Everybody's low for Clutch Gamers. Aegis is gone, but here comes Lone Druid. Static Shield is up. Boombox about to get jumped out. Pounds misses. Flame Break is there. Armel pops BKB. Ashian in trouble. Will go down. He's hit for 65. Nana trying to pick up the gem and run with his life at this point in time. He might be able to do so.
Works.
Break is there. Sleight of Fist Searing Chains. Obbing still running. The Blake away. Nana might make it out alive. TP up in 15, and they will not find him. He's stolen the gem, and he's gotten away somehow. And he's lucky to do so, because if he dies, it's a dieback.
I mean, that's a pretty god tier play, I will say. The Remnant, the switching the items, the blinking, and actually getting that gem back, because they need that, but still very painful, of course, for the side WG. We didn't even end up with a fight recap. At least I didn't get one.
I was looking
recap
at the time,
but
I was thinking about how insane that fight was, not necessarily the numbers that were behind it. And yeah, that was something else. The gem pickup, as you mentioned, was really nice. So, Clutch Gamers still come out ahead, though.
Very much so.
You can see the net worth graph is still dipping down, has yet to sort of steady out. And for now, Clutch Gamers can just push. They can wait for the next Roche. They have everything there. If they get a kill on the Ember Spirit, it's probably going to be Rax or at least another tower, as he will not have a buyback. So they want to find a pick. Meanwhile, though, I believe the Coddle Vision might have just spotted out one or two of these heroes.
They're about to lose it, though, and then they're running in nighttime.
Ajit, Lincoln Sphere broken. Good telekinesis. Ben coming into the third crush. Hook is there. This time it's going to be on the Slurky. Shadow dances. Freezing field. Boombox not on point. This time X-Nova canceling or trying to.
Nice
blinding light coming out. Ajit blown away. Requiem from Armel does a nice job of bringing him down. Nana trying to run as well. He can blink out. He also has Remnants. Gem of True Sight. Dropped on the deck. It was the Bat Riders, I believe, that he dropped, and now he's going to be given right back to Fly Solo.
Yeah, they keep, like, Rappy buys it, then he dies, Fly Solo saves it. Rappy dies again, Fly Solo saves it. Andy Pudge. Pretty cool item build from him this game as well, opting straight in towards that pipe. I mean, very necessary against your Caudals and your Tinkers and all that spam, but no Blink Dagger has made his life rather difficult.
Yeah. How do they bring down Nana when he gets a Lincoln Sphere, especially? They really need to... He's so slippery, but they need to find an initiation with him. It's not easy.
He is falling off, though. Like, still does damage, but this is like one of the weaker points of the game, you know? Like, he's building into his Lincolns. He's not going to have Maelstrom for a while.
I mean, especially with this build. You know?
Yeah, just the standard stuff.
Well, anyway, it is currently 13-18 in what has been a really well-fought series so far. Back and forth games, all three of them. And it was looking kind of that way for Warriors Gaming a bit with some good fights. But ever since, I don't know, maybe 5-10 minutes ago, it's really been all Clutch Gamers. It's coming up Millhouse for Clutch Gamers, if you will. This is dangerous. There's the lasso. Hook misses actually the breaks there from Svemper. That is a dead Nana for 82 seconds. And as I mentioned previously, he doesn't have buyback, and he won't have buyback for 3.5 minutes. So he will be dead for the full 80 seconds, which means it's
there
time.
It is. Nighttime as well. 2 more minutes until day. Caudal not nearly as powerful. And he's not even here right now. Coming.
An upset if Clutch Gamers would win this game, Brent?
I don't think so. I think they're actually expected victors.
They're doing pretty damn well for now. They're going to start sieging. Here comes the bear, the lone druid. And this thing dies so damn fast. See you later. Mana Leak the bear not really doing anything. Melee racks should fall here. Sheep will take at least a tier 1 tower mid finally. But the full set of racks, there's nothing they can do about it without their Ember Spirit. And they might get more for Clutch Gamers. Warriors Gaming, they've got to do something. Otherwise, 2 racks down. Maybe just 2 racks in a tier 3 tower, perhaps. The Blind Light will stop Armel for a moment here. The bear will go back to work. That might actually be enough to stave them off.
Wow, the odds disagree with me, it seems. I had no idea that they had like a 3-time payout on CG. That's definitely worth. I mean, these guys have played very well in the group stage. They are the higher seed.
Good spot. They're chasing this shrine. Is going to be the fighting point. They even glyph for this. Ben was on the low ground, but they can't find that initiation. Abing and Ajit. Doubles to the ring. Crush coming out the dark. Back the pounce is going to be there as well, but Armel pops the BKB. Requiem and Ajit is dead. That huge race coming out as well. Stun coming in on Armel, but it's not nearly enough. Afu, he's going to get caught. And it looks like Nana is on the run as well. He'll go back to work on the shrine as Armel looks for that pickup if he can. But it's just, they're too far ahead, it feels like, at this point for Clutch Gamers. It's a good attempt at the fight. Great stuns from Ben, but not enough.
Oh, down mid we go. Try and force out the Slark buyback. Maybe they'll eye Roche. I think that could be a nice play. I guess they have everything, though. They have their lasso. They're just missing a Requiem.
Force out a buyback. Try to anyway. Yeah, this looks like we might see another set of racks down. Wound Druid has no bear for 35 seconds if he loses this one, so he's trying to play around it. Eliminate doing some serious work. Armel's going to just blow up.
It is daytime now.
They're going to try to fight, so the ring crush blasts so nicely, but a good telekinesis. Everybody's getting stunned up and held in place. But if this series changes on to Fly Solo, they won't get the racks. They'll do some serious damage, but it is on the melee. Regen worthy. And Roche, again, you talked about it. It is up, but so is everybody else from Warriors Gaming.
I think CG should try and get that shrine. They took the bottom racks. They can move in and close out that spot of teleportation for the side of Warriors Gaming. Be a very nice move for them.
You can kill this Roche rather quickly. I would be... They could head... Yeah, they're going to head right in here. I was going to say, I would be surprised if they don't just go in and take Roche. Knowing where everybody else is. Slark is bottom.
Yeah, they have Vision on Ajit, so this is free.
take their checklist out.
Oh, Hannah. This is wrong there. I guess there's a... Well, he doesn't have Lincolns, but I mean, no one's there, so it doesn't really matter.
And
Coddle?
Xnova needs to be very careful. Yeah, he's backing. Looking they're too preoccupied with his shrine to worry about anything else. So Armel will get the last hit. That was weird. I just saw the Slark by an Echo Saber. It came up on the side.
Radiant's top tower is under
I guess he
attack.
sold it, was thinking about something else. Or maybe saving buyback, perhaps. It's clear, though, he needs some damage. He knows this, and he'll buy the Echo Saber. This is not easy. This is not an easy fight coming out. Warriors Gaming will smoke up with what might be their last gasp here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Bring forward, Lincoln, Apu, Frostbitten, Ana looking for a lasso, can't find it. Good blinding light, Raccoon comes out, Ajit backing away. Apu, the only one dead. Shadow Dance comes out, good freezing field to slow Ajit down. Now they're going to come right back in, and another front fight from Boombox. Good leap away, blinding light helping out, but Ajit can still fall. So they're crushing Ana. Nice damage coming in, the triple remnant. Abing looking for Nana though. No buyback on that Slark by the way. Apu will use his own. They've lost Ana Sleight of Fist, they get the Aegis. Gonna jump into the crush. They might find Boombox as well. Forced back out. Going back to work onto Xnova. He's taking a fair bit of damage. Dust is up onto Armel. Fly still trying to cover the retreat. And they hold again, but maybe not so much. Slithering Crush. Ben coming back in. Dust will go. Fly solo.
Let's catch him.
This is a dangerous position to be in, but Clutch will back up together. Man, they're still in it.
Yeah, they're living. Maybe get this ridiculous Ember spot. He's got his Lincoln Sphere. Slightly more survivable at this point. They do keep bringing it down, like Slark and Ember, time and time again and stuff. Though, so like, I mean, there's still an absolutely massive deficit in terms of core net worth, right? Like 10k between Ember and SF, and then 7k between Slark and LD. So CG is still extremely comfortable in the current moment.
The game is being drawn out, and Warriors are doing everything they possibly can to try to hold on, but it's very difficult. The Aegis was expended, which is a good thing for Warriors Gaming, but now there's a BKB up on the Bat Rider that's about to come out. Daytime is going to end in about 30 seconds or so, and at that point, Warriors Gaming, they need to really just have one big fight go their way. Otherwise, they should have some buybacks ready to go, but not many. All right, Trent. It's kind of that phase of the game where it's like, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like, how do you stop this, honestly? They just need to... Like, at nighttime, I'm sure that's when they'll just come back once again here from CG. I mean, they're grouping up. It's about to be night in like 3 seconds.
They're waiting, I think, for the point booster from the Lone Druids to purchase up his Scotty, I would imagine.
Yeah, everything's just kind of come together at the exact right moment for them.
They will smoke up almost assuredly. They will head down to the bottom jungle where they know the Slark is, at the very least, and the rest of the team is also nearby. Leaving Shrine for good measure. They have the BKB up for Hana. He's got the gem. He has
everyone's here.
Thing he needs to initiate. Force forward BKB. Lasso comes.
Nice
Get it
BKB.
off. It's going to be on to Apu, and he just gets a 2-shot essentially. Sleight of Fist coming into the backside. Abe looking. They've taken the Aiming Spirit out of the fight because he was in the opposite direction. They'll lose 2, and Ajit might be that 3rd. Frostbite comes out. They have to buy back on the Coddle. Ajit's still alive with the Rod chasing him down. Ajit pounced up to the high ground. He'll make it. The TP coming out as well. He'll survive. But they are just running at them at this point. Nana
All right,
is
that was
nowhere
pretty slick,
near.
though. To be fair, they only lose a Rubik, full 5-man rotation,
They lost the Coddle he
nighttime.
bought back.
Oh, okay, well, that's kind of an issue. But that's fine. That's actually not too bad. And he's a Coddle. Only supports, you'll take that.
Maybe you should go mid. No tier 3 tower to deal with. I guess they want to kill. They kill Xnova. He's zip for him. Instead, Ajit. Ooh, Shadowblade. They have a gem. Great killing spirit. Good. Crush, Frostbite. No, the root came out with this series chase coming from the Ember Spirit. What should have been a kill on Ajit as he was too far out turns into a really nice set of plays for Warriors Gaming to keep him alive. Still, Satanic up on the Shadow Fiend. He just purchased it. And he'll get the bear. Summon it momentarily. This is a tough hold for Warriors Gaming, but they're up to the task so far. Hook coming out, but Xnova's not there. After image. Sleight of Fist steering chance at a fly solo. Spell that was stolen was Afu. He's getting a rot. He really wanted the hook. You could see, I mean, Having Hook up in the high ground as a Rubik would be huge here, but not the case.
Yeah, so difficult to grab. And what do we have? Blinding Lights. It's ready.
There it is. Onto one. There on the other hand, not really that much. Has it out. Racks down. The hold. KB Hook. He was manly while he hooked.
Yeah, that hurts. Oh well, you know, that's CM Aura. Gonna start kicking in 6 per second.
Don't worry, he'll get up to full eventually. They take them to the racks, they do significant damage to the range, they just have to go back one more time to finish it off. And again, it's just Warriors game, like you said, when it's nighttime like this, it's too difficult to deal with. Not much they can do.
Clutch Gamers, I mean, they're starting to do it. They're closing the net worth gap here. Everspirit finding a lost space to split push and farm, but they're losing buildings while it happens. So, get his Maelstrom. We're getting into last great hurrah territory here for the Radiant. They need something huge in one of these fights, and they just don't really have the heroes to do it. It's going to rely on some sort of an insane steal from Apu, be it Freezing Field or Requiem, and then it's going to be comboed up with like a Slark who just gets crazy Essence Shift stacks.
Yeah, but that's the problem. He's in the beginning of the fight, when the fight doesn't
here we
on
go.
that long. I mean,
Now we're talking. They're gamers.
Oh, this is a complexity wraparound if I've ever seen one.
Radiant's top tower.
Why Solo's gonna break it and realize, hey, they're all here, and they won't find anybody with it. They get a dash easily on the low through. They might be able to get the skill Requiem already out. Odyssey is freaking dead. He just bought that dasher, so he's gone, and that's probably game. The Keeper Light is also dead for 30 seconds. Root up onto Ben. Frostbite coming out. Nana trying to do what he can, but the Rubik's
See LD just pinging buildings. He's like, guys, please, I'm dead. Just kill the buildings.
GG.
They
It was
did
a good. It was a good attempt at that hold from Warriors gaming Unity, but this game was over probably 20 minutes ago. Maybe less. Well played.
Certainly did what they could, but CG come out on top. So our second seeds, I believe, from Group B are able to take down WG, who were third seed in group number A there. Group A. Group letter A, I suppose. But either way, that's a 2-1 finish for our best of 3. And I'm going to start doing my hosting duties here.
Yes.
But hey, damn, man, that was a pretty fantastic series.
That looked like a series that was going to end quickly, and it turned into a series that, well, it got drawn out and for the better. Very good games, all 3 of them. Got to hand it to both teams. Clutch Gamers looking pretty clutch down the stretch there, being able to bring out both game 2 and 3 in that fashion was pretty solid. So, congrats to them. They'll be moving on. And, well, Warriors Gaming, they're not done yet. They have a lower bracket to play through, and we'll see them pretty soon. But we have one more series today, tonight, tomorrow, this morning, whatever time zone you're in. We have one more, and it is a great series that it is Faceless, the Monsters of SEA as of right now versus Execration, another good squad of and just great talent. So we'll take a quick break.
Oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be even more hype.
Yes, I hope so anyway. We'll see some interesting picks, but before we get into that game, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back as soon as that game is up for you guys.